Hello and welcome. Today we are back with another We Try It Before You Buy It, because we're trying to go ahead and get through all of the Christmas snacks and cookies as we can get them. We are just picking up things that we have not seen before, and so we can give you an idea. And you may have seen these, and if you have, please leave a comment and let us know. Without further ado, let's get into this. So today we're going to be starting off with a pretty big box. I really hope these taste as good as what they look. It would be a shame for this packaging to go to waste. So let's hope that everything inside here tastes as good as what this packaging looks. It is a very nice thick box, and it is by Better Goods. It says it is a luxury selection of Belgian cookies. So we are going to really hope for the best on this because they look wonderful. So on the back of here, you can see some of the options of what you will get inside. And there's quite a bit in there. It says there's 12 different varieties of cookies that you can get. So yeah, I'm hoping this is really good. So let's go ahead and get into this box. So here's a look at the inside of the box. Man, that stuff looks so good. I am really hoping that these are amazing and that this has not been a waste of any sort. Oh my gosh, there's 2 levels. Okay, so it looks like there's same items on both levels. So let's go ahead and see what we have here. We'll stick that box to the side. And we're just going to open this tray. I really wish this kind of stuff would come in more of a resealable package. I would prefer them to be resealable to where we know that the rest of what's in here won't go bad before it's eaten. So just a thought for the manufacturers on these kind of cookies. If you were to make a resealable bag of a sort, that would be great. Thank you. I'm going to use the back of the box as a cheat sheet so I know what we're getting as we start each one. I am certain I am probably not going to be pronouncing these correctly, so please just bear with me. So this one is the Sovereign. It says it is a delicious crispy butter cookie. I can give them that. It's very similar to a normal shortbread. To me, it's a little bit sweeter than that normal shortbread that I really like. This is a little bit more of a thinner piece of what I'm used to, and it's a little bit sweeter. So it's pretty good. It's just not the best one I've ever had. The next one is called Salsa or Salsa. Not really sure again how you pronounce it. It says it is a golden cookie delicately coated at each end with dark chocolate. Dark chocolate is my absolute favorite chocolate. To me, it's dark chocolate, milk chocolate, white chocolate. So let's see how they do with this one. So the cookie itself is more crackery than cookie. It's not, it's very airy. There's a lot of air pockets, I guess, in there because it's very flaky and just kind of melts in the mouth, dissolvable type, more than the first one was, more than any actual cookie that I've ever had. So to me, this would be more crackery. It kind of has the same taste as the first one, but add the dark chocolate to it, and the dark chocolate makes this one, like, it is amazing. So if you have any doubts or questions, I would definitely choose this one over the first one because I love dark chocolate. And this is the third one. It is the Petite Cake Late crispy chocolate cookie enrobed in milk chocolate with decorated and fine dark chocolate stripes. Okay. This one is the best so far. Probably because there's a lot of chocolate in it. I'm not really sure. I don't crave chocolate all the time. I mean, I do like just a regular, like, animal cracker or graham cracker a lot of times, but this one is really good. So it has kind of the texture of the second one, more of that airy, crackery type, but then it's got the milk chocolate and the dark chocolate both in it. Very good. This one is going to be my first one so far. Yeah, that's a really good one. It says it is a Mignardi's Cafe. Not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. Probably not. Most likely not. It says it is a duo of cookies with a coffee cream center dipped in dark chocolate and decorated with fine dark chocolate stripes. I love coffee. So let's see how this one goes. You can definitely taste the coffee in this. If you've ever had those chocolate dipped espresso beans, that's exactly what the inside of this tastes like. I love the chocolate dipped espresso beans. That is exactly what this tastes like inside here. Again, the cookie is more of that light and airy cookie. It is hard to bite into to start with, but the outer edges of the cookies are just dark. The inside, of course, is just that airy. The bottom is coated in chocolate, but each one of these cookies just keeps getting better and better. Like, I don't know if they had somebody to like rank them and then that's how they did their little checklist, but so far the next one is better than the one before. These are really good. I believe these were about $10 for this big box. So yeah, I mean, this would be a great gift if you're looking for someone to give a gift that they pretty much just have everything, or you don't know what they want, or you just want them to try something new. The next one we have is the Rondo. This is a crunchy round cookie sprinkled with puffed rice and coated with milk chocolate. Okay. Still that light, airy, crackery cookie inside it. I don't know if I'd really call these cookies. I mean, they're a little bit sweeter than what I would call what a cracker to me would be. But the texture of them is more cracker than cookie. I feel like you could eat a whole bunch of these. That crispy rice on the top just adds to it, and then the chocolate coating on there just makes it even better. Now, back at our rankings, I would have to go with the coffee one, I think, over this one. But this one and the Petite Cafe Lake, the third one, are gonna be kind of like tied neck and neck, really. The Ghana Noir. It is a crunchy cinnamon cookie smothered in delicious dark chocolate. I love cinnamon, so we're gonna have to see how this one tastes. Again, that light crunchy cookie, more crackery, coated in dark chocolate. Love dark chocolate. I love cinnamon. I have cinnamon every day. This cinnamon is very light, so it's more like the cinnamon is probably in the chocolate, very lightly. So you get that faint cinnamon, but not like pumpkin spice, allspice, none of that, nothing like that. It's very light in there. It's more of the aftertaste that you can get the cinnamon, but again, still very light. Really good. Can't put it as my first, even though I really thought I probably would, because I love dark chocolate and I love cinnamon. Those are two of my absolute favorite things. But the coffee cookie still stays in #1. Sable Bottom. Looks like how you pronounce it. I'm not sure. It's a delectable butter cookie dipped in dark chocolate. This butter cookie to me is better than the original butter cookie at the very beginning. It's thicker. It has more of that butter cookie that I'm used to because it's that thicker cookie. Still pretty light and airy. You get a lot of the buttery cookie taste in it. Because the dark chocolate is only on the bottom and it's just real thin, it's not as thick as what it looks like on the sides. It looks thick on the side, but it's really not. It's very thin. It's very good. Like, this one is really good too. It's not #1 still. The coffee cookie is #1. This one is very similar to that salsa cookie, which was like the second one that we tried. So it's very similar to that one. I would kind of have to put that one with the salsa cookie because they're very similar. The Cigarette Russe, or Russe, it's hollow on the inside, and I'm not sure exactly what this is supposed to be like. It's a delicately rolled, crispy vanilla curl cookie. If you don't want chocolate and you want just a cookie, and you like the crunchy part of the cookies, like if you bake cookies, you like the outer parts because they're like the most crunchy, like real fine pieces, this is going to be your go-to because this is so good. Like, these could be dangerous because I could probably eat a couple dozen of these with like my coffee in the mornings easily. In comparison, the taste is very similar to like a vanilla wafer, but very, very thin. So if you like vanilla wafers, you're gonna love this because this is almost identical to that in a very thin form. Very good. As far as the ratings go, that's probably up in the top right there. That one's pretty good. I mean, after all these other ones having chocolate, that one kind of stands out on its own, and it definitely stands out above the first one. The next one is called the Swing Cookie. It is a crunchy cookie enrobed with generous milk chocolate and decorated with dark chocolate. The Swing is very dark tasting. It says it's a crunchy cookie enrobed in chocolate. I mean, it's really good. but it's very similar to the third cookie, which was the petite. It's very similar to that one. That one was a dark, or it was a chocolate cookie. This one is more of that vanilla cookie. Very similar to that one. Not my favorite, but not terrible. Okay. This one is the Ghana Blanc. So this one is gonna be very similar to the Ghana Noir, except this one is a crunchy cinnamon cookie smothered with delicious white chocolate and decorated with dark chocolate. So let's see how this one is. Okay. So you can definitely taste the cinnamon a lot more in this one than you can the one with the dark chocolate. I definitely get it. I'm not a huge white chocolate fan, but I would eat this every time. Like, this one is really good. It is just like the regular shortbread cookie with the white chocolate over it. Not enough dark chocolates drizzle to even taste it, but the cinnamon definitely comes out in this one. I love this one. Oddly enough though, the aftertaste of it kind of has like coconut flavor. I'm not sure if they're using like a coconut oil or coconut butter or anything in these, or if it's just a combination of flavors, but the aftertaste of this one very much has a coconut, a raw coconut taste to it. Not a sweetened coconut, not a baked coconut or anything like that, but just a raw coconut flavor. You literally are getting so many different like flavors out of this. It is unreal. This is good. This is really good. Not gonna go over my coffee one, I don't think, but this one is right up there in the top. The next one is going to be the Grand Gaufrette. It is a crispy cookie delicately smothered with dark chocolate. This cookie is very much almost identical to the very first one that we had that did not have any chocolate on it. It's more of that flat cracker, not airy. Dark chocolate, you can definitely taste in it. It's just lightly on the top. It's not a thick layer. There's not been a true thick layer of chocolate on hardly any of these. I really don't know of anything I can compare this one to. It would just almost be like if you took a saltine cracker, wiped all the salt off of it, put a layer of dark chocolate on it, and ate it. It's kind of like what it would be like. There's not really anything to compare it to. It doesn't have as good of that buttery taste as what the other ones have. In the description, it doesn't say it's buttery, so, and it definitely doesn't have that buttery taste. Yeah, it kind of goes towards the bottom for me, just because it's just kind of a, like I said, a saltine cracker without salt, add dark chocolate. I mean, nothing amazing about it. Not terrible. None of these have been terrible. If they are, I will definitely let you know. But yeah, it's just okay. Okay, this is the Petite Cafe Blanc, and so this one is white chocolate on the outside. Now we had the Petite Cafe Late earlier. This one is crispy chocolate cookie enrobed in white chocolate and decorated with fine stripes of dark chocolate. So chocolate cookie, white chocolate outside. Very similar to the other white chocolate one that we had, minus the cinnamon. I don't really taste the chocolate cookie inside because the white chocolate outside is more overpowering of it. I am normally not a white chocolate fan. Usually that is bottom of my list, but this white chocolate is really good. I don't know what the difference is in like the white chocolates that I've had. Maybe it's because the coating of it is not as thick as what people normally do, so you can see that cookie right through that chocolate on there. So it's definitely not a thick white chocolate. I really like that. Like that's really good. The white chocolate, I said I couldn't taste the chocolate cookie inside it, but after you get through that aftertaste, you can taste that chocolate cookie, and you can still lightly taste the white chocolate that is the coating. It's really good. Like I don't know. This brand of cookie, this Better Goods, we found these at Walmart, and I have to admit, they are very good. Now, this does say that these are Belgian cookies, and they are a product of Belgium. So if you can find these, I highly recommend that you give these a try. If you are looking for gifts, I recommend that you give them. I will find the price and put it on the screen so that you can see how much they were. But if you're looking for gifts for somebody, you can't go wrong with this. If they eat cookies, if they like chocolate, if they like cookies, if they like trying new things, or you just want them to try new things, which is kind of something that I normally will do. I like for people to try things that they haven't ever tried before. I highly recommend these. They are really good. It's going to be really hard for me to rate these like top ones, but the coffee one definitely is my top. I have to do that as number one. That coffee inside is so amazing. It definitely takes number one. And then tied for second is probably going to be the crispy rice chocolate, and I have to say probably the white chocolate cinnamon. I mean, those two were very good. And then all the other ones, like I said, this one is also in that top. Very good. Very, very good. There's not any that are terrible. If I had to choose my least favorite, it would have to be the very first one, just because it just didn't really have that buttery taste. It really didn't have any other real taste that went with it. It just tasted a little too sweet to me. Not really any like buttery sweet or chocolatey sweet or anything. It was just sweet. So that is my opinion. Have you ever tried any of these? Do you recommend them? Is there a brand that you suggest that we get to try? Leave a comment below. And with that being said, have a wonderful day. And remember, we love you.